All money ain't good money. Watch the entire video. I recently had a conversation with a guy and I had to turn him down for my $25,000 one-on-one mentorship. So those of y'all that know, if you don't know, I put out only like one video about it. So if you know, you know basically. So I have a higher tier $25,000 membership and basically I just wanted to come on here and just speak about the experience and what happened and why I decided to not even make the offer. Just context, I know a little bit about the person. I did my research, so them having the money, like that wasn't an issue. And this is why, I do like selling to the rich. That's why, I cater my content to the rich. But I just want to put this video out because I want y'all to be in the right mindset and just understanding you don't have to take every transaction. It doesn't have to be you sacrificing 25,000. It could be as little as a $2,000 credit repair client. It could be as little as a $500 credit repair client. If you're in any business, I don't know what business model you're in, it could be that as well. So we hopped on a call, and basically the whole notion of the $25,000 one-on-one membership is you come with me in person. We help you structure everything, right? The credit repair, the funding, and everything. I come in your business, install the automations and everything, right? Just a full-on experience as far as that. But the disconnect with this particular prospect, I was going to say client, they didn't become a client. The disconnect with this particular prospect, he kept basically kind of pestering me and saying that, am I going to help him go viral on YouTube, right? So this is the thing. Y'all see my channel. I got over 3,000 videos. My thing is not about virality. I'm a business owner that happens to create content. I'm not a content creator and that has a business or whatever, right? I'm a business owner that creates content. So I need y'all to understand if you're watching this, if you have the same mentality as him, I need y'all to understand that I'm not over here teaching you like how to go viral. I'm teaching you how to make money. It done been some of our videos that got less than 100 views. We'll hop on calls, we'll see the data. Those are videos that brought in thousands of dollars, whether it was through funding or credit repair. So I need y'all to understand when it comes to just getting transactions, when it just comes to the game. Because I think that the game is fucked up with a lot of people that just want to rush and take the money. Most people would have jumped on that, be like, oh shit, let me take this guy $25,000 so that I can just get the money, right? But my thing is my face card. My thing is just having a good name in the industry, right? Because this is the thing. Hold on, let me get my tea. It's pretty early as I'm recording this, by the way. Tea break. What's the word? Let me read it. When fear is forcing you to give up, call upon your heart's courage to continue. That's some corny ass shit. And now I'm playing. But that's a good message as well. Take action. So, what was I saying? So I was talking about I lost my train of thought. Okay, yeah. So my whole thing is that you shouldn't take money when you don't necessarily feel like you're in alignment or you feel like you can necessarily help the person. If you're watching my channel, if you're watching me, you see that I've helped so many different people. You see them post on my channel and everything, right? I don't go beyond my boundaries. Let me give y'all a history lesson. When it comes to even mentorship was not some shit that I just started just because I wanted to start it. I left my 9 to 5 job. Let me give y'all a little bit history lesson again. So I used to work a 9 to 5. Some of y'all that already know the whole story, you know what it is, but it's new people that's gonna watch me. I used to work a 9 to 5 as a chemical engineer. So I retired that in June 2022. So when I retired that, I was already doing my credit repair business. I was already doing funding. I've been funding people since 2021. I've posted this receipts online and everything, right? So I was doing my credit repair and funding business, and I was just documenting my process as far as me not working a 9 to 5 no more, doing my stuff in business. And then some of those same people that came up with me, they're observing me and I just started getting more attention online. And then some people started asking, like, do you have a mentorship? And then I think I even posted on my story, kind of as like a joke. I'm like, I'm not about to do no mentorship. And then I'm kind of jumping around, but even before then, I released something on my IG. I made it like close friend specific, and it was like a monthly membership where I would give out games. So that was kind of like a mentorship in itself. People were asking me about it, right? My whole point in what I'm saying is I didn't even start mentorship until there was a desire for it. So my whole thing and what I want to just relay to y'all is that don't be so greedy for money and the opportunity because the opportunity is gonna come. My biggest thing when it comes to mentorship, right? When it comes to the new funding mentorship that I have right now, the $10,000 offer, I'm not even talking about 25,000, $10,000 offer, one-on-one program, right? My thing is, this is my mentality. I'm gonna be working with this person, these people, one-on-one for a certain period of time. So I have to fuck with them to a certain degree, right? And my thing is, I don't want to have to like force you in a sense or make it seem like I'm trying to be salesy with you. So that's why I don't even necessarily care about mentorship like that. To be transparent, we make a majority of our business, a majority of our money doing the actual business, doing the actual funding, doing the actual credit repair. Mentorship just happens to be like an extra credit thing. And like I said, the origination of me even starting mentorship was because people are asking me for it. So people ask me for it, the first time I did it, I did it live. I did it with like I want to say it was like 4 or 5 people or something like that. One of the most memorable people to this day, you can even go look at his IG, is my boy Lenny, right? So he's going crazy in Florida, killing it. Um, it's no disrespect to the other students that were in that program, but I just know Lenny is, he took it to the next level, and my understanding, he was the youngest one at the time, young kid and everything, going crazy, right? So I say that to say, when it comes to these transactions, when it comes to everything, some people might think like, oh, these people that are doing courses and doing funding and credit and everything, they just want to take all our money and all that, right? You got to have morals and principles when it comes to it, right? I could have been like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna help you go viral and then just get paid 25,000, but at the end of the day, what's the testimonial gonna look like, right? So I said that to say that I won't say that I didn't close him because I didn't even make the offer. So I kind of let him know, like, when it comes to mentorship, my whole thing is I don't want to act like I'm an expert in something that I'm not, right? I'm just me. When people were asking me for mentorship, I literally just walked through the shit that I did when I did it live, right? Okay, cool. I went through the trenches helping people as far as suing these people, getting these negatives removed, getting this funding, shit like that. When you look at my channel, you see all those case study testimonial videos with people on my higher tier mentorship, formerly the group 10K mentorship program. The reason why they were all there is because they were obviously in alignment with my morals, my principles, my values, just the way I articulate their mindset to believe in themselves. And that's why they were able to get on my channel and get the results that they got. But the simple fact of the matter is, I was operating in my gift. I understood that, okay, I know these consumer laws, I know this funding shit, right? And they trusted me. And, as a result, they got the results that they got, whether it was getting all these deletions, getting their systems in place, getting more confidence, getting funding, making five-figure days, right? 10,000 plus in a day. You know what I'm saying? Because I need y'all to understand, I'm a business owner, right? I know how to make you money. I'm not telling you that I'm gonna make you the biggest influencer in the world and go viral and all that, right? Most of these influencers are broke as hell. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to just take this message if you're a business owner and just operate with integrity when you're talking to these people. It don't even got to be mentorship, but just any services that you're offering, because like I said, what's gonna happen is what's gonna happen. What will be, right? The way I look at it, I get on this damn camera, I record the video. Those of y'all that fuck with me and gonna do business with me, you're gonna do business with me. If not, then cool. If you're just watching my content, that's cool, right? The thing is, you gotta understand. I'm talking to you as a business owner. The thing is, you gotta understand that the world is big, but the world is small as well. You don't want word to get around that you're like a scammer and stuff, and like you're not delivering like what you promise and all that. Like imagine I'm just like, oh yeah, we're gonna help you go viral, right? And then you look at my channel. I think my most viewed video is only like maybe 20,000 something views. When we're talking about virality, I'm thinking consistent million views, that type of shit. But you don't need all them views to make money. If you want to make money, I can help you get to this money. It's been evident if you look at my channel. We'll help you make some money, but when it comes to the virality thing, that's what it is. And then even as far as like what I do, right? My whole thing is like, okay, I have this offer. I can teach you how to do the shit that I do, right? The credit repair, the funding. I can teach you how to your own program, but I'm not coming on here and telling you like, okay, this is the blueprint to do this like just overly promising, like I'm just me and I let you know what it is, and that's why the people that do invest with me, that's why they fuck with me, because I keep it a buck, you know so I need y'all to understand that, right? I can teach you the marketing, the no like trust factor, the 7 hour rule, the 7-Eleven for shit. I can teach you all that, right? But the thing is, I'm gonna stay in my lane as far as what I'm comfortable with showing you. And like I said, you see the results, you see the students in different programs on my shit. So our whole setup is just to break it down to y'all. Maybe y'all can take some advice from this. So obviously the shit you're watching right now is free. And then we have the Cat Credit University. So that's only like $29 a month right now. It could change later on. I don't know. So the whole purpose of that one is to help you, fix your credit, get your first credit card, whatever, start your credit repair business, whatever. Maybe you hit 5K a month, maybe you hit 10K a month, depending on your work ethic, right? So obviously got a huge ROI. Boom. Now you're going to ascend to the funding program. The funding program, it was a $2,000 program before. It's $2,000 to the public, but if you're in the university, basically it is, I think it's only like $400 or something like that. So we making it super, super simple. So boom, you went from $30 to $400, less than $400, right? And now you got the funding game. Boom, you get the funding game. Maybe you get some wins and all that. And then you elevate into our new funding program, which is a one-on-one, a $10,000 one, right? Boom. If you like, I want this shit done for me type shit, that's when we get into the whole conversation of the $25,000 one. We chop it up, you pull up in person, we'll build out everything and go from there. But like I said, my thing is not just to like we're gonna make money regardless, right? My thing is not just to just get the transaction right away. I don't get me wrong. Obviously, I do, love making the money, and that's why we do the funding. That's why we do the credit repair. But when it comes to like the coaching programs and everything, coaching, mentorship, and all that shit already gets such a negative stigma. So I just wanted to do this video just to help someone out there because we had that conversation obviously behind the scenes, but I'm just like, this could be a teachable moment for somebody that might be biting more than they could chew, right? Because you got to realize, like, going back to what I said as well, your reputation is huge, right? So I would rather have less clients and be able to deliver and make them really, really fuck with me. They're gonna tell their people about me. That's how your business grows, right? Business is more about continuing to serve your current people versus trying to find a new customer every fucking day, So you serve these core people that rock with you. So these people that you see posted on my channel and the case study videos, whether it's Cat Credit University, whether it's a funding community, whether it's the 10K program, the mastermind one, all of them, they fuck with me to a certain degree because, obviously I help them make more money. I help them have more confidence. I help them do better in their business. And as a result, now they tell people about my services and everything that's going on versus I got to restart every single time because I'm not keeping my word to, who I'm working with, right? So just wanted to do this video as like I guess like a mindset reset. If you are operating in a thing where you're just like, okay, I'm just going to take these people's money no matter what, right? That's not the way to do it. You got to operate with integrity and principles. And the beautiful thing about it too is I love this whole this is a beautiful thing about YouTube and why I tell y'all as credit repair business owners, funding business owners to get on YouTube because it's one of those things where the YouTube algorithm is going to put you in front of your ideal people. So you watching this right now, I don't know what time you're watching this. I don't know when you're watching this. Mostly it's going to be for every 10 people that watch, for every 10 views, let's say every 10 people, it's gonna be one of y'all that, you're like, okay, I'm rocking with what, Michael's saying. Let me book a call, let me tap in. Let me get my funding and go there, right? Because I'm not trying to force people. Like I said, if you on your last dollar, like I don't want y'all to invest nothing with me because it's like you got to be in a situation where you're not like asking for the guarantee, you're not like begging and everything as far as like, oh, when am I gonna get my results and all that? Because like if if you've been in business, you understand business is business. It doesn't necessarily mean that shit's gonna happen right away. Shit can take time. And that's why, like, the way I talk, the way I market to the rich. I market to the hustlers. I market to those people that don't have that self-limiting belief, right? I market to those people that are like me. And I encourage you to get here on YouTube and just talk your shit because you're going to attract your like-minded people, right? You might be binge watching my content. Maybe this is the video that makes you pull the trigger. Like, let me just come and build with him, right? And then maybe you're gonna be the next person on my channel as a case study testimonial. You speaking about your story, and then you go inspire someone else, right? So y'all know, like, if you don't know, we're on a mission to help fund $1 billion to small business owners. So when I'm doing these case studies and everything, when you invest in yourself, that helps us move the mission forward. But I'm not going to take your money if it's not aligned with, what I do. I'm not trying to be a salesy hustler or nothing like that. All my YouTube videos are supposed to basically nurture you and sell you. Like the in a perfect world, the way that it works is you watch your videos, you do your due diligence. Okay, cool. Let me book the call. Let me get my credit card ready. Let me just pay the thing and let's just get straight to it and make some money, right? That's how it works in a perfect world. That's why I don't like I said, I don't like being like I'm forcing someone because I'm helping you make money. Like you're the one that's getting the better end of the deal. You know what I'm saying? If you pay me $10,000, I'll help you add an extra 5 to 10K per month. Who got the better end of the deal? That's extra 60 to 120K per year. And I'm not getting equity on your business. So it's like those of y'all that are my unique tribe, I don't have to tell you this, but it's for the poor people that don't understand that they're getting the better end. They think like, oh, I'm paying this person, I'm changing their life and all that. This is not all we do. We have businesses that we run that we make more money from versus the whole mentorship thing. So for me to turn down the 25,000, that lets you know like it's not just in it about them. I love making money. I'm not going front, but it has to be in alignment with what I do. So I want y'all to operate with abundance. I want y'all to operate with the same mindset. Hopefully this video helped. If you're my unique tribe, if you've been watching my videos, you want to, work with me, maybe we'll have links below. But with that being said, I was going to say, leave me your biggest takeaway. You can leave me your biggest takeaway. But with that being said, y'all have a blessed one.